At 32, Daniel Carter made his first $1 million. 7 years later, he would lose almost everything. But the real disaster started when success finally felt normal.
Daniel grew up watching his father count every dollar. So when his small software company exploded, Daniel promised himself one thing: he would never be poor again.
By 35, Daniel's company was generating millions. Investors called him a genius. News articles called him unstoppable. Daniel started believing every headline written about him. Then Daniel bought a mansion worth $2 million. Next came a sports car, private vacations, and a lifestyle that quietly became more expensive every month. His friend Michael noticed something strange. Daniel was earning more money than ever, yet his bank balance barely grew. Michael finally asked, "Where is all your money going?"
Relax, Michael. I'm worth $10 million. Being worth $10 million doesn't mean having $10 million in cash.
Daniel ignored him. His company kept growing, so he borrowed $5 million to expand faster. On paper, it looked brilliant. In reality, one problem was hiding underneath.
Daniel's business depended on constant sales. Then, one month, sales suddenly dropped. Salaries, loans, rent, and bills remained. The money coming in was no longer enough. Daniel panicked and borrowed even more. He believed the next month would save him. But debt doesn't disappear because you believe tomorrow will be better. Within months, Daniel's empire began collapsing. His mansion was for sale, his cars were gone, and newspapers that once praised him started asking, "What happened?" Daniel had lost almost everything. But there was one thing he still had: his company. And that was about to disappear too. His employees were leaving.
Investors wanted their money back.
Banks wanted repayment. Daniel realized everyone believed in his company, except reality. Daniel thought losing his fortune was the problem. But sitting alone that night, he realized something worse. He had never understood what wealth really was. Daniel looked at his mansion, cars, and expensive possessions. Suddenly, he understood. Those things had consumed his money. They had never created it. That question changed everything. Daniel finally understood his biggest mistake. He had confused looking rich with actually being wealthy. For years, Daniel had spent every extra dollar trying to increase his lifestyle. He had never asked the more important question: could his money make money?
Daniel began studying how wealthy people actually grew their money. He discovered a simple truth: money could work for him instead of him working for money.
Daniel started again. This time, there was no mansion, no sports car, and no need to impress anyone. He focused on building assets instead.
10 years after losing $10 million, Daniel became wealthy again. But this time, nobody knew, because he had finally stopped trying to look rich. Years later, Daniel faced a decision that reminded him of his old self. A $20 million opportunity that promised to make him rich again. Everyone around Daniel loved the deal. The returns looked enormous. His old instincts whispered, "Take it." But this time, Daniel did something completely different.
That night, Daniel looked at the $20 million deal again. Instead of asking how much he could earn, he asked himself, how much could I lose? Years ago, Daniel only calculated the possible profit. Now he calculated the worst-case loss first. That single change could protect everything he had rebuilt.
The next morning, Daniel rejected the $20 million deal. His partners were shocked. One called him scared. Another called him foolish. "This is completely foolish." Daniel closed the proposal and walked away. He had spent years chasing bigger opportunities. Now, protecting what he had mattered more than becoming richer.
6 months later, something unexpected happened. The company Daniel rejected suffered a massive financial collapse, wiping out billions in investor money almost overnight.
Daniel watched the collapse in silence. 10 years earlier, that would have been him. But now, his wealth didn't depend on one perfect decision.
Daniel finally understood the lesson. Losing everything had taught him something millions never could. Wealth means being strong enough to survive your worst financial decision.
Daniel had learned that wealth was not the car outside his house, the size of his mansion, or even the number in his bank account. Daniel finally understood something simple. The strongest wealth wasn't money sitting in an account. It was the ability to create money, again and again.
So Daniel stopped depending on one source of income. He built businesses, investments, and assets that could keep producing money even when he wasn't working. He created one rule he would never break again. Never risk everything for one opportunity, no matter how exciting the reward looked.
His wealth became boring. No flashy cars, no giant mansion, no expensive debt. And strangely, that was exactly why his fortune kept getting bigger. Years later, Daniel looked back at his journey and realized something painful. His greatest financial lessons had never come from success.
They came from the moments when he had nothing left, when every expensive possession disappeared, and when money could no longer protect him. Daniel once believed being rich meant owning expensive things. Now he understood wealth differently. It meant having enough freedom to survive when everything went wrong. That realization changed how Daniel invested. He stopped chasing the biggest returns and started searching for something more important, investments that could survive the worst possible year. He built his fortune differently this time. No single investment could destroy him. No single business could take everything. His wealth became harder to break. Then Daniel faced another tempting opportunity. The potential profit was enormous, almost impossible to ignore. For a moment, his younger self seemed to return. The old Daniel would have signed immediately. The new Daniel paused, calculated the downside, and asked himself one question: can I survive losing this? The answer was no. Daniel closed the deal and walked away. He had finally learned that protecting wealth could be more valuable than creating more. Months later, the opportunity collapsed. Daniel watched the news silently. He realized how close he had come to repeating the mistake that once destroyed his life. Daniel finally understood the difference between his old life and his new one. Before, one bad decision could destroy everything. Now, one bad decision was survivable.
He had spent years trying to become richer. Then he realized the real goal was different: become financially strong enough that losing money never meant losing everything.
Daniel once thought losing $10 million was the worst thing that happened to him. Years later, he realized it was the best lesson money ever gave him.